Okay, so the longer you go without doing this, the harder it is to start doing it again. It is not like riding a bike. Hello and welcome back to Beautifully Bookish. That thing that I used to do when I made YouTube videos, you know, like when I did that. I felt like making a video today. It's a Saturday and I have this video that I've been wanting to make for you guys for about a year. So I figured I would do it for you today. I hope that you are well and that you're happy to see my face and not just really confused as to who I am anymore. The video I'm gonna make for you guys today is the top foundations for pale skin. I have a video on Leviosa called Ish Pale Girls Say because it's pretty much my life. And there's a little clip in there about the frustration that pale girls face when we go to the drugstore and look in the foundation aisle and everything is too dark for us. I put in a lot of research so that you, pale girl, you out there do not have to. I mean, everyone's skin is slightly different in terms of, is it dry, is it oily, is it a combination, and your undertones are different. Even if you are pale, you can have yellow undertones or pink undertones, cool or warm, neutral. But I just wanted to share with you the brands and the items that work best for me. First of all, my skin. My skin is dry. I have dry skin and I have pink to neutral undertones. I definitely have cool undertones, not warm undertones, and I like neutral based foundations because I feel like they counteract any redness that I have because I do have those pinkish, bluish undertones. So instead of completely matching my skin, which you'll see some of these foundations do, I actually like foundations that have a bit of a gray or neutral undertones so that it counteracts any redness that I am prone to. If I have a foundation, and even if it's called Ivory, even if it's called Winter Snow, and it has a yellow undertone, it looks terrible on me. So if you have that problem, keep watching. I'm gonna go from least expensive to most expensive. I have two budget-friendly foundations, and then I have two higher-end foundations. I personally think if you're going to splash out on something makeup-related, high-end foundation is a good way to go, but I also love my two lower-end foundations here as well. Anyway, let's just like get started. I haven't done this in a while. So if you just wanted to go to the drugstore today and buy a foundation that would probably match your skin if you're pale, I recommend Maybelline. This is the Dream Liquid Mousse Airbrush Finish foundation in Porcelain Ivory. Remember when I was saying how I like neutral tones? This actually matches my skin perfectly. It doesn't necessarily counteract any of those pinkish tones. It definitely has a pink undertone to this foundation. That said, this is the foundation that I wore on my wedding day. It was back before I had bought any high-end foundations that I liked, and this was the foundation that I liked the most and liked the finish the most of when I got married in 2013. So I will insert a picture of how the foundation looked on my wedding day, and I really enjoyed it. It didn't have SPF in it, I don't believe. I don't think this has SPF, which is probably why I thought it would be good in case there was flash photography used in my wedding photos. It wasn't going to reflect or do anything weird. So if you are looking for a budget option, I recommend going with this one. The second one will come as no surprise to any of you who have been around for a while, but this is the VIP Gold Collection BB Cream from Skin 79. I have a whole video about this. I can probably link that in the description for you guys. This BB cream is actually something that I always get on Amazon. I don't know where you can actually buy it in the States, but it usually costs me between like $15 and $25 depending on where I find it on Amazon to buy it. It's a Korean BB cream and it is very gray toned undertones. You can kind of see when I do a swatch that it has kind of gray undertones that oxidize as you put it on and kind of match your skin. So no matter what type of pale skin you have, no matter what undertones, I definitely recommend this one because it is super moisturizing, first of all, and second of all, it matches pretty much everyone that I've ever given it to or told to try it. Also great for pale girls because it has SPF 30 right in here. Love it. This is my day-to-day foundation. I put it on with my fingers. It's a little bit more coverage than a tinted moisturizer. I personally don't like tinted moisturizers because I find them to be orange on me, but this is much more creamy and has a higher coverage than a lot of tinted moisturizers do. Next, we have the foundation that I'm actually wearing today, and this is the Nars Sheer Glow foundation. I have it in the color Mont Blanc. Yes, I believe, which is funny because it's actually not the lightest shade in the range. If you look at the Sheer Glow online or anywhere, you can see the shades that they have. And I think there's one that is actually below this one, which is usually what I go for, is whatever is the lightest offering. But I chose this one because it has more of those neutral undertones while still being plenty light enough for my skin, as you can see. One thing I would say about this is that it doesn't come with a pump. For a high-end foundation, like I feel like they could just throw in the pump. I had to buy the pump separately. I feel like it's a lot more hygienic when you don't have to like put your finger on the top of the bottle. And I think it's probably the highest coverage foundation out of all of these foundations that I'm showing you today. It has like a satiny finish, not too matte. When you have dry skin like mine, I try to avoid the matte foundations because they look cakey on me and just not flattering. So if you have dry to average skin, I would definitely recommend the Sheer Glow. Last but certainly not least, especially in the world of YouTube, is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua foundation, which if you watch beauty YouTube videos, you have seen this over and over again and you're probably tired of hearing about it. I don't like this quite as much as the Nars Sheer Glow. However, it just feels really nice when you apply it. It is really liquidy, really watery, kind of like the Vitalumiere Aqua name suggests. It is definitely light coverage. You can build it, but it's like a light coverage foundation. I have it in the color 12 Beige Rose. So again, it has kind of like the pinkish, cooler undertones to it, not yellow at all, and this is my lightest foundation for when I want to look really put together and like I really have foundation on, not a tinted moisturizer, but I don't need it to be full coverage. Like if I'm having a good skin day, I really like how this looks on my skin. This also has SPF 15 in it, so it's a really good kind of day-to-day foundation if you are interested in SPF in your foundation, which if you are as pale as we are, you should be interested in SPF in everything that you wear. Like I want SPF in my eyeliner. I don't think they make that. They should. So those are my top 4 foundations for pale girls. Please let me know if you have any suggestions in the comments below of, you know, foundations that have worked for you, even concealers that have worked for you when you are this pale, because it is a daily struggle. Thank you so much for watching. I missed you guys. I'm so glad I got to sit down and talk to you today, and I hope it won't be too long before I'm talking to you soon. Bye guys.